A blessed day, viewers and subscribers. What's up? Welcome back to MIXUP Boss channel where we share all the stories, them, all the trauma, pain, and good news too. Don't? Yeah, man. What is on my nose? Anyway, on the comment and like the video. Anyway, guys, me have the lady here from UK, London in the house. Long time I get somebody from London on the show. Based on what she tell me, guys, this is a nice, progressive woman. And all she did want to do, I give a man a Jamaica a start in her life. According to she, when she talk the story, only be judge of it. Some of them might say, no, this not sound like I started did one. Some of them might say, oh, this sound like a relationship. This sound like this. Only be judge of it. But listen, because it's a long story and we'll get all of the details. Want to comment below and tell me what you think. All right?
Right. I visited Jamaica, I think was in 2023. 2023. And normally, when I visit Jamaica, I normally stay down on the North Coast, but I normally use Kingston as my destination. So I stayed in Kingston for maybe, sometime I stayed at a hotel for maybe 2 nights, and then I just take the Knoxford Express, just go down to Montego Bay. So I tend to stay there for maybe, say, three or sometimes 4 weeks. So during those 4 weeks or 3 weeks, I tend to split them up in different hotels, right? So I just stayed at one hotel and just move along. So it so happened that I went to this hotel in Montego Bay and I was not too happy with it. So I decided, you know what happened? Let me just come back to Kingston. So I just picked my suitcase up and I just come back to Kingston because I'm a solo traveler.
Right.
And I travel a lot. Definitely I travel a lot. So eventually I met this guy somewhere in, I think, some European Constant Spring. Yeah, I was in the plaza. I met him somewhere in the plaza. And for some reason, we just started talking anyway. For me, I socialize with people. That's who I am. I talk to people. I'm not scared of people or anything like that, really. And we started talking. So I was actually going down into halfway tree, and I did have a bag with me, and he said, oh, can I carry the bag for you? And I said, no, really, I can't do it, But we started talking, and he said, okay, fine, let me just walk you down to the bus stop. And that is where the whole thing started from. So we exchanged numbers. So while I was at the hotel, we on the phone, he phoned me, we talk for the whole night. We just chat about things in general, not about relationship or anything like that, but just general stuff happening in Jamaica and all of that, really, So that is where it all started from. With that being said, I think it's maybe about a couple of days after, I decided I'm going to go out for lunch. So I phoned him up and I said to him, I'm going out for lunch. I said, would you like to join me? So he said, yeah, you can after work. So he does some construction work and all of that. So I say yes. So we went for lunch, had lunch. It was really a nice settings, to be honest with you. And then it moved on from there. We started talking on the phone until eventually I came back to London because I was here for only maybe, I think I spent maybe about a week in Kingston.
Right.
Came back to London. So we started talking when I came back to London. And eventually, he started telling me about, bits and pieces. He wanted to go to America and whatever the case may be. And where they're going from one angle, leaving from Jamaica to maybe to
so
Mexico.
Tell about the link for go to the border, yes. Then, basically. Yeah,
Exactly. So I decided, okay, fine. I will actually assist him, right? Mark you. He was too young for me. That's the bottom line of it. So I was basically looking for a relationship. Now,
how old is this guy? How old is he?
39.
39, I guess you're in your 50s?
Yes.
Okay.
So,
but when I ask you something, so in between time, you never tell us anything like you and you want you and all of them something there?
Yeah, we talk about,
Jamaican
relationship
man.
and all of that. So,
Jamaican
exactly,
man.
So, yeah. So I said, no, not at this age. I said, too young for me. So why is it? I said, no, too young. I have a cutoff point, and I'm not really into these young ones. That is something that I am 100% sure of. There's something about it that does not resonate well with me.
So basically, it's just a friendship thing you did go on with him as a friend.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I like him. I'm not going to tell you that I don't like him. I like him.
You like him, okay.
Yes. So let us not let me not forget that I like him as a person.
Yeah.
Okay. But I decided, okay, you know what happened? Let me just try and see if I help him.
Right.
For me, the sort of person I am, it is cold, it's winter now, so you hear me clearing my throat all the time because it's pretty cold now.
Okay, man. Do your thing. I'm to you, man. Me dep on all the phone and I eat and I talk. I'm to you. Everybody know what you can go, man. Yeah, man.
So,
talk,
eventually now, for me, I decided, okay, fine, I'm going to give them a helping hand.
Right.
I know what hard life is. I've crossed path with hard life already. So therefore, for me, helping someone, I don't have a problem with that because I know exactly the position that I am in, so I can able to help him. So I decided, okay, fine, I'm going to try. I actually sent him some money.
Right.
And he tried. It didn't work out. All right? So eventually, Steve keep on talking on the phone and all of that. He went back from there to another country, and he didn't get to go across. They stayed at another place. I think it's not DR. I don't forget the other country where he was.
So hold on. So when you say hold on. He said stay at another country, and then
he was in DR. Yes, he was in DR. Dominican Republic. Yeah, so he didn't get to go across. So they turned him back. So he was to come back to Dominican Republic and all of that. So anyway, he went back to Jamaica. So we still keep on the phone. We still keep talking and all of that until eventually I said, okay, fine, I'm coming back home now anyway, because that's my plan. I'd already have my plan because the thing is that was basically, I've been visiting Jamaica quite often because I'm actually looking for something down there for myself. So I don't allow absolutely no one to do any form of business transaction for me to go down, pay my fare, do my business transaction. Oh yeah, I don't get a third party involved, right? Because it's much cheaper for me to pay my fare coming to Jamaica and transact my business than to rely on people. So that was my reason of going that often.
Yeah. Okay.
So on my way down, I decided, okay, fine, you know what? I'm going to pack a barrel. I'm going to send it. Now, he said to me that I asked him if he have any children. He said, you have 2 kids. They're living with their mother. Two different mothers. So I asked him, the child age and all of that. So I went on the road and I started doing the shopping, buy things for him, the kids, pack food, but not even 1 barrel. I ended up with 2, right? Because by the time I started packing the first one, I realized that there was things left over. And I said, I'm not going to use them. What's the purpose of having them in my house? So it's best I just get a second barrel and I just pack the things and I buy some things and put in it. Send it down. And eventually I ended up down there the same time by the time the barrel got there, really. So I went to the wharf, clear it and all of that. Because by then I actually booked a hotel because I was going to stay in Kingston for another week. And then I'm going to go down to Montego Bay. And that was it. I was so excited, etc., etc. So at the hotel, he was there with me. Yes, he was there with me. It's quite obvious we do something there. Because you can't take somebody more.
Yeah. My last day a while ago, and I called me say the hotel. Me I say I wonder what happened at hotel. You know what I mean? But
of course, I ain't going to hotel to drink.
Coffee. I'm not too adult, not wrong. I say go right.
Exactly, ridiculous. And to be honest, I was pretty comfortable in his company and all of that. Really, I wasn't afraid or anything like that.
Listen, I may tell you this before you continue. You happen to be best as woman and man too. You might know, you start a conversation and say, Anna, you're really your type of age, but by talking to him, you develop feelings and you like him a lot. And you know, there's some way it happen naturally. It's just happen to be best. Exactly. Nothing wrong with that. So nobody can say, right, blah, blah, blah. Me stand up for you, my friend. So go and talk.
Yeah, absolutely right.
Yeah, so after the hotel now and thing, what happened after that now?
So eventually now I leave from that hotel now and then I head down into Montego Bay because that's where I was heading anyway. So I stayed at a 5-star hotel, enjoy myself, etc., etc. Come back to Kingston and I flew back to London again. So over the period of time, we started having conversation and all of that. So with that being said, I think I went back there maybe about 2-3 times again. Because I still didn't see anything that I actually wanted.
Okay. So we struck a relationship that's then. We're not going.
Yes.
In a sense.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes, in a sense. Right?
Yeah.
No, first of all, he said he wanted to go to over the other side, America. So that was his plan. That wasn't my plan. You understand?
Yeah, because if you're there in England, you're not going to look for go America. So a different way,
Exactly.
a different location. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So he wanted to go there. No, that wasn't my plan. So therefore, I said, okay, fine. You already have your plans. So if I can be able to help him again to go over that side, just to put it in a position, for him to establish some sense of stability,
right?
Because he needs to look after his 2 kids. You understand? It so happened, let me explain to you, once we were in an Airbnb. After I left the hotel, I stayed on Airbnb for a night, and then I go down to Montego Bay. And he said to me if I want to meet the child. So I said, okay, fine. I don't mind meeting the child anyway, because to be honest, I'd taken some things down for the child also, And so eventually the child stayed over for the night. In the Airbnb. So, it's a 1-bedroom. So the child was in the sitting room. So I stayed, So I didn't mind it anyway. When the child got there, the child started making video calls. The child was 9. Yeah, 9. So...
Wait, so the child was lying?
9, age 9.
Okay, 9, sorry.
Right. So what I did now, I called the dad in the room and I said to him, do me a favor. If you could, don't let him do any video call inside here, because the balcony is there. He can go on the balcony and do the video call.
Right.
Perfectly fine, right? His response to me was, I do not like, why do I hate children? In other words, I hate the child.
Why? And you buy so much stuff for your kids while you're there.
Oh, God, don't even go into that, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So I said, hang on. How you mean I hate the child? Why should I hate the child? For what reason? You understand? So anyway, I try not to make a fuss of it. I leave it there. I said, no, brother, he just, thing. Because I couldn't speak to the child, really, because he's just a child. So the child doesn't even know what he's doing anyway, know? So that's why I speak to him. A couple of days after, again, I was in the room and there's a phone call because
hold on. All right. So how long the child comes stay at the Airbnb for?
Just one night.
One night. So after the child gone now, this is what happened. 2 days after the child gone, you and him did a said way, right?
Exactly. Yeah. And he got a phone call. I realized that it is a video call. It was a video call calling me.
Good, right.
So I said to him, because I was still in bed. Right. I was still in bed. So I said to him, please don't take any video call in here. Don't take any video call in here. And his response was, so wait, then if I might pick me a call, I'm not supposed to answer him. That was exactly what he said. I said to him, that is beside the point. I said, I didn't say do not answer the child. I'm just saying.
Video call.
The video thing, I don't like.
Right.
I don't like video call.
Okay.
If you need to make video call, you make the video call on the balcony. Do not make the video call inside where we are.
Bedroom and go in a living room.
Or come out. Exactly.
Nothing wrong with that. Because you're going to sit certain way. You're going to half naked or something. Or,
that's exactly what I done. Because I was still in bed and I was back and forth. From the bed going to the bathroom. Exactly.
I do that. Me personally, I do a video call with my woman and my son call me. No, I'm not depend on that.
It's just common knowledge. But anyway. By then I'd already make up my mind. I said, no, this thing is not gonna. It's definitely not gonna happen. It's definitely not gonna happen. So that cut the vibes, break everything. But I decided that what happened. My intention really was to give him a helping hand. That was all my intention, right? Until eventually, he started.
Hold on, why you never think about? You would try give him a break in England. I'm the one got me England. Like try marry him and bring him.
No, hold on. That would be his ideal thing. Not more likely I would either marry to him or take him. That is not my responsibility. Let me tell you something. At my age, and even before I get to this age, boo-boo would never come across my forehead. You understand what I mean? I'm not a stupid woman. And there's absolutely no way I'm going to Jamaica. Meet any man down there and talking about taking them up into England. By who? It's not them take me to England. If you want to come to England, cross the border on your own, but not by me, because that's a responsibility. I am not taking up. All the hassle that I've actually gone through over many years of being here is only the person who feels it knows it. I am not doing it, and I'm not marrying absolutely no one. It's an impossible task.
All right, so I could X out that then. So him saying
Exactly.
he want to go America, and you say I go help him. You think about helping him again.
Exactly. So I decided to help him again. So that is how you see I give him that money to try and help himself. Still, it didn't work. He went there.
Hold on. Because I like pause and I want to get, I know you talk a story. Sometimes people say I stop people and then check. Or something I want to get at. All right, so each time him saying want to go cross the border, how much, the first time, how much money him get?
It was about close to 300,000.
Close to 300,000, right? All right. So him ever send no pictures or nowhere like saying there, so are you see him on video call if you say yeah actually there?
I've had video talk with him when he was there. Oh yes, there's absolutely no question about that. There's no doubt about that. There's absolutely no question about that.
Okay, I just want to make sure. So the second time now, he go again and I said turn back.
Not there really. There was a link that, the guy would say, okay, fine, he's going to charge some money to get them to get the visa and all of these things.
So we don't want to go into this one a visa link.
Exactly. Okay. Right. And still didn't get it.
Okay.
And, so I said, okay, fine. That's,
so we have America, my friend. We have America.
Mother and some relatives, brother and all of that. Some relatives.
And then willing to accept him with income class.
Well, that would be his responsibility.
Just try to make sure, because we know them when they're clever with that sort of thing. So we just try a digging to try understand it.
Yes. Okay. Yes. I'd already have him. I'm one step ahead of him at all time.
All right.
I'm a guarantee you. I'm 100% sure about that. So eventually that didn't work out. Okay, fine. Now at his age, he doesn't drive. I said to him, why don't you go and get some driving lessons? No, he doesn't have the money to go and do that. It's costly.
So him not work. The man in the work.
Yeah, man.
I think that's in the construction work. So what meaning have no money if you go? I don't understand.
As a laborer, you don't get, you may work a week or two or maybe 2-3 weeks, and then the other week they may not call you or whatever it is. Because when you work in specific areas, like maybe you mixing cement or whatever the case may be, whatever you're doing. So it's not all the time. So it's not, say, something that happens every day. You may get it for maybe a month or two, and then following month you may get maybe 2 weeks out of it or whatever it is. Or when the building get to a certain stage, they don't need them anymore. They have to start another, place for them to start working. That sort of thing. So I really understand that, really,
Go on.
So just in case if he's short of anything and he need anything, you would phone me up and I will, help him out and all that. And I did help him a whole lot. So what I did, I said, go and get your driver's license. And I paid the money for him to go and do the driving lesson. And what he did, he sent me a photo of the learners. He said, okay, fine, I got my learners and all of that, fine. I sent him the money to go and do it. He said, during the time when he was doing the lesson, sometimes I phoned him and said to him, have you gone and done the lesson today? He said, oh, yeah, I did it. So I said, I have to keep on asking him, how is it? How is the lesson? How was it? What have you done? You understand? What maneuver did they do you to tell you to do any maneuver? What kind of maneuver do you do? Whatever it is, do you do 3-point turn? Do you do this? Do you do reverse parking? What have you done? You understand what I mean? But if I don't try and get that out of him, he's not saying anything. And that is one of the things that gets me really, really frustrated. You understand? But anyway, he said, yes, he finished it and all of that. And I think it's going to cost maybe about, I don't know if it's maybe about 20,000 or something close to 20,000 to go and do the test or something of that nature. Whatever it is, I gave him the money to go and do the test. Now, apparently, you have to hold the learners for maybe 6 months, I think. Yeah, I think it's about 6 months before you can go and do the physical test. Something of that he was saying to me, right? So I said, okay, fine. So you're going to do the test there in January then, so to speak. January come, I didn't hear him say anything about it. February, I phoned him up. I said to him, have you gone and do the test? Oh, yeah, he's going to do it. And every time I ask about it, oh, yeah, he's going to do it. Finally, he claims that he went and did it. And all he have to do is to go by the tax office to pick it up. So I said, okay, fine. So I keep on pressuring him. I said, what happened? I'm not seeing it. Guess what he did this time around? Take the photo of the learners and send it back to me. So I rallied back on him and I said to him, hold on. No,
So hold on. That's how when
him
he's saying go collect your license at the tax office.
Exactly.
So he send back a picture, maybe no member saying it's send you.
Exactly. I didn't send. I never rallied back on him with it as yet. I leave it there, and I'm just saying to myself, I'm just watching you for you figure out more or less that you're smart. You understand what I mean? And so I didn't say anything to him, and I keep on asking him. Didn't say anything. Another thing again, what I noticed is that whenever I send any money for him, he went and he collect the money. Tell you how smart he think he is. And he will be on the phone talking to me, and we're just chatting away. Till eventually I said to him, okay, fine. Have you gone and pick up that money as yet? Oh, no, I haven't gone and pick it up yet. Tomorrow when I get the time, I go and pick it up because I may be a bit busy today. I said, okay, fine. I said, what? I think you should go and pick it up. He said, no.
Yeah, man, when I working busy, for man, where we all get working busy, though, go and talk.
Well, guess what happened?
Busy, so go on.
What? What he failed to understand is that normally when I send money home, I have all receipts because I do everything online. So the very moment you go to any of those money to pick up MoneyGram or Remitly, at the very moment you pick it up, there's an email come back to me.
You get an email, right?
That is what he don't understand.
So you do it online,
so
right?
Exactly. So I'm there asking him, did you go and pick it up? And he's looking at me and telling me lie that he doesn't go and pick up the money as yet. So that's another thing again. I said, Another time again, he picked up some money. I sent him quite a lot of money. I sent him. I sent him a whole lot. I don't even have, I would have to go back into my MoneyGram account and then I will see exactly how much money. But I know I've sent him a whole lot. But I sending him the money, it don't have nothing to do with relationship. I'm telling you. I'm not asking you. I am telling you. Because that would cut out from the very offset. Age gap is a huge problem for me.
So that come like I do some casual sex you have then, but you're not thinking about a relationship, basically.
No, hell no, yes, not thinking about no from a relationship. And then from then the whole sex thing my body just dead. It dead. Finish. Once you start your foolishness with me, that's just about it. It cut off right there and then.
Okay.
So sometimes I will go down and I will say to him, you know what happened? I'm going somewhere else. I said to him once I'm going to be in Dubai. So I was phoning him. So I phoned and talked to him from London. And I said, you know what happened? Maybe in the next 5 days, you may not hear from me or whatever it is. But, I'll get my internet up and running. By then, he have no idea. I was home. So I avoided him. And I spent 3 weeks there. And then I flew back home.
I didn't know.
And he have no idea because I avoid him. Totally, because I don't want to get any form of sexual thing with him under those circumstances. Because that is out of the equation. But with that being said, I was still helping him.
Yeah.
I remember one day I went to his where he was living, realized that he needs help. I did a lot, which I don't really want to go into anyway. Because once I did something, I just do it. And I did it from the depths of my heart. Fridge, cooker, microwave, television, this, that, the whole works, right? What I noticed in life, you see, for me, I am only on this earth on a temporary basis. And if I can do something for someone as I go along life's journey, that's what makes me happy. That's and I just did it and I move along. I don't use it as a stick to hold over anybody's head. I just move along. You understand me? And so that is what I was doing. If only I could able to help one person, just one person, just in order to get your bearings, just to get your footings, just to establish a foundation so you can able to build on that foundation. Because in life, sometimes we don't need a lot of things. All we need is to select a jump start.
It's just a start. All right, so question. So what about your kids then? Have no grandkids or kids where you could have spent?
No, I don't have any. No, I don't.
Oh, you don't have any kids?
No, no, I don't.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't.
So that's why you get so many opportunity then.
No, because the thing is that my family, I used to help my family a lot.
Oh,
But guess what happened?
they start
There
trick
was
you.
absolutely. Oh, not treat them, I treat me, them, I treat themselves, because as I put my head on my pillow, I see them, and that's why they don't even understand who I am, and they should know. You understand? But I realized that, a lot of people, there are a lot of ungrateful people in this world, really. They are only, they don't love you for you as a person, they only love for what you can give them.
True.
Yes, yes. Because I've never asked for any assistance from any of them. But if there's only one time I've ever asked, can you do this for me, please? It becomes an issue. So because of that, now I decided, I said, it's not gonna. So I basically cut them off over 8 years and counting. I don't communicate with absolutely no one.
Okay, understandable. All right, so what about what going forward now? Well, after you do most of those stuff, what the outcome now?
I remember
how
saying,
far in the reach? What the position? What you and him still communicate, or eventually?
Hell no. Because what I noticed that whenever I go around him, he started have this. He just have this. It becomes a project. It is like he's a project. He's a heavy weight, very heavy weight.
Okay.
I realized that he's disrespectful. You know what happened? Give you an example. One day I was actually going to Utrecht, and when I got to halfway, I think is I get off the Knoxford. I was going Runaway Bay, so I got off somewhere in Runaway Bay to get a cab to finish my journey. And so I asked the cabman, I said, how much is it to take me to the hotel? And he said, almost, I think it was maybe about 6,000. And before I could even open my mouth to say, no, this can never be 6,000 to go there, the first thing he looked at and said, oh no, it's all right. This is what they're charging, so you have to pay it.
And just things you have money can just flash that so.
Yes. Right. Exactly. We went to restaurants already, and normally I always tip the waiter. For me, that's me. I always tip in the waiter. And I mean, only tip waiter that give me good service. Let us get it right. Right? I tip a server. Guy does his job. That was when I was in Kingston. Brilliant and all of that. The following, I think about 2 days after, I decided, okay, fine, I'm going to go back and get something to eat again at the restaurant. And it was a marketplace up here on Constant Spring Road here. Yeah. So when we went there, I was actually looking for the waiter to see if we see him, but he wasn't at work at that time. So we get somebody else that serves us. Normally, I don't use cash. But if I do withdraw cash, I'll give him the cash. I don't normally use my card, right? Card is much easier. And after meal, I tip the person who served me. So he decided, okay, fine, when we're going to leave, now he said he's going to pop around to the loo. So he went to the loo. So he was there for some time. So I was saying, what is he doing for so long? And he came back around and he said, oh, who was here a while ago? I said, who is it? He said, oh, the person who served us the time we're looking for him. But he said, okay, fine. Decided, okay, fine, I'm going to take a cab. We're going to take a cab back to the hotel where I was. And when we get in the cab, he said to me if I have any change left. So I said, yeah. So I, gave him $500. By the time I got out of the cab, for some reason I said to him, hold on. So what about the money that I gave you? He's going to look at me and tell me that when he went there to use the load, he saw the guy, and the guy was saying to him, he doesn't have any, he doesn't have any lunch or something of that nature. So he take out the money and give it to him. I said, I beg your pardon. How can that be possible? Took a cab another time again, somewhere in halfway tree to go Waterloo Road. By the time we got out the cab, the lady was supposed to give us back another, maybe about $500 or something dollars. He's gonna say, no, it's all right. You can take it. No, it's all right. So when they drove off, so I said to him, hold on, let me ask you a question. I don't really understand why you're telling these people they can drive off with the money, right? No, it's all right, because sometimes I don't have any money going home, and he just I will get the ride for free. I said that doesn't have anything to do with me, because for sure I wasn't here. So that ride didn't benefit me. So I don't see why you think I should pay out of my pocket, right? No, I'm a very kind person. That's me by nature. But I'm not a fool. You understand what I mean? What I notice is that whenever I give him money, Guess what he does with the money? He wants to have this big man mentality as if he's some farmer done. Him at the done. So therefore, whatever money he get, he went go ahead and he distribute it. You hear what I said?
Buy
He
liquor
distribute the money.
and chill out and try to be big. Yeah, my woman, they are London. She a make, yo, me have a big woman. It's me also is stuck out and thing, bro. Thing loud.
But
Yeah,
I'm
man.
right, you mentioned about house because when you look at that fridge, let me tell you something that even a pin you couldn't even put in that fridge because everything is being stocked out. You understand what I mean?
Wow.
Everything is being stocked out. If I had actually meet someone in my life who could help me even halfway as what I did for him, I would be so grateful. But I didn't. I didn't get any help from anyone.
You know what you should have do with that? When I listen to the story, and I can give my opinion, because I cover a lot of story. As I say, you start watching my show. You know what the first thing you should have do with this guy if you really did decide to help him? You know what you should have do? Start a little foundation for him, a little business, and leave him alone. That's the first thing you should have do.
No, but guess what happened? Even if it is, I realize that it would not go any further. It's one little dirty come around. I saw how
No,
lazy
but at least your
come
conscience
around.
are free, so you give somebody a start and go and left them. That's it. But no,
But that's
you
exactly
help
what
him.
happened because
You help him.
my conscience is free.
Yeah, you help him and you continuously help him because you just feel the need, so you have to help this person and you get emotionally connect with him, friend.
Yes, because I just want to see him make a move.
Tell you what, you get emotionally connect with him and so it want to get sexually involved now, the feelings for him. Hold on, I talk and then make it talk. When you get sexually involved now, so the relationship you want to have is like a man and woman thing. So all you push and I try to make this man be a man and show him a better way of life. Him not ready for the type of life they call. To him, he have a woman where he can tell her say him down and she bring him up at any time financially.
Yes.
And that type of life he want to live.
Yeah, oh my God, you hit the bloody nail on the head. That is the type of life that he wants to live. He's expecting me now to put him in a bath, bathe him, put on diaper on him, put on gibble around him and breastfeed him. That's exactly what he's looking for. Because I could not understand.
All right,
so
in the end, we're going 31 minutes. I give about 3 more minutes for close off the conversation. So you can hear more. You tell me now. When last I hear from him? Ask you some question.
I think maybe about last August, September, something like that. Yeah.
Oh, so a couple months now, you're not hear from him?
Yeah, cut him off completely.
Cut him off. So you block him and cut him off completely.
Cut him off completely because those are weight. Those are heavy weight. That's a project. I don't need those projects in my life because, as I said before, if he was somebody that I want to have a relationship with, he would be on the next flight with me. I've been to Jamaica so many times and moreover, I'm on the way down here. He could be in here with me anytime. You understand what I mean? But the bottom line of it, I'm just saying to myself, no, man, the way he talks to people, he's not, I think he has some trauma. Which I know. Yeah, he's definitely have suffering from some trauma from childhood. Some childhood trauma is playing a major, major role. And too many red flags and all of that, really. So therefore, as I said, for him, the age gap was the number one. That was a breaking point.
Age gap not that bad. You're young enough, but not that bad. Because that probably said that you're 40. Right about 40-year-old. And you maybe 56. Assume maybe.
Yes, exactly. 56.
But a 16-year gap. You can look upon it say young boy. But
no. That could be my child. I'm not going to be with a man with a 16 years gap. It is impossible. Not for me. Something, other women will do it.
You're saying you're not going to be. No, you're saying you're not going to be with a man, but you're already been with this guy. So eventually,
pleasing moment, you know. That's the thing.
So you not consider a pleasing moment a relationship then, basically.
It was never a relationship. It's just a pleasing moment, and that's just it. But for me to have to establish a relationship, so I can able to carry this person around to say, okay, fine, this is my partner, this or what it is. That's a bloody child for me.
So is a friend with benefits then, basically, in a fee terms.
Yeah.
Okay.
Friend with benefits.
All right.
But I think in his mind.
Okay,
but I think in his mind, he figured more or less that I am one of these older women who is flying down to Jamaica looking for all these like a fly by night and all of this thing. He put me in the complete wrong category because I'm just saying to myself, I look at him sometimes and I'm just smiling. I'm just saying to myself, you have no idea what I have in mind where you are concerned. What I need for you to establish a foundation so you can be able to build on it, move on. You are not an asset to me. He will be an asset to another woman, but clearly not an asset to me. You understand what I mean?
Okay.
And he turns out to be a bloody liability.
Okay.
So I have to drop him.
It's
and I'm just saying
stupid
to
though,
myself,
could I get one vehicle out of you and go and drive and sell and doing local business and so.
but that's exactly what I had in mind, that I could able
For
to
your
finish
talk,
it.
man, for me, you say,
Of course.
saying for getting license, I say, you know, say it's a vehicle you want to buy game where you can pack
Of
up in
course.
things and learn something or do something, be
I
an
could
entrepreneur or
go
something.
and
Yeah, I understand.
do you enjoy going to your cabin and all of these things.
You know
because,
much man
you know,
would
that's
want a good woman like you, just put in other terms there.
I'm-
If it start then
I'm-
life and then they are suffer, Lord God.
I'm telling you, every time I
And
said,
better say, when I put out your story now, you ask enough man, I go, oh, mix up boss, that lady is a good lady. Can I have her number? I need a good woman like that. Oh boy.
let me tell you something. I'm just disappointed because you know what I tell you the regret that I do have. I only regret I meet the wrong person. When I say wrong, the wrong person. I regret I meet the wrong person. When I tell you this brother get a lot of money from me, he get a lot of money from me.
You'd get
And I
over
realized-
1.2 million if you gross it and check it in a period of time.
Far more than that. Far
No,
more than that. He
Far
get
more,
far
yeah,
more than
because
that.
if you get fridge,
Far more than that.
stove, house furniture, house fix up, this, that, license,
Oh my God.
money figure cross border,
you
all
pretend-
sort of something. Jeez.
When I'm coming, I'm carrying down food,
Barrel
I'm carrying
stuff.
down clothes, barrel stuff, all of that. I might enjoy 5-star hotel here
Ooh.
and there because I said, when normally when I go, I stay for 4 weeks. My 4 weeks is always, each hotel is a 5-star hotel. That's how I roll. When I travel, I travel first class. That's how I roll.
Because you work and you enjoy your life, you know?
I work and I'm enjoying my life.
Oh.
You understand what I mean? Even though when I have a home back in Jamaica, and I'm on my way to get another one again. So therefore, I'm well established. I'm quite satisfied with what I actually achieve over the years by myself. You understand what I mean?
And you know, so the money you could eventually grow to love the money. Like, if you say you would do a relationship, but maybe if you did that more mature, may I tell you, maybe if you did that more mature, like maturity like a man, because I know age define a man behavior. And you could have get a man who are 55, 56 and him behave just like him. Boy,
I'm telling you.
I just explain to you, say, sometimes I know the age define a man behavior. But me just tell
yes,
you.
it's true. That is true.
Yeah,
yes,
so,
that is
boy,
so
enough
true.
man want the opportunity to be a
tell
man.
us the boy fool. The boy fool, him stupid.
Regret it. You regret it,
Well, if you want to regret, well, I don't think he's going to regret it. I'll give you an example before I go. Once I sent him some money, he went and picked it up. He didn't say anything to me about picking it up, pick up the money. When he picked up the money, he even said to me, thanks, I pick it up. Nothing. It's like nothing happened. Nothing. So for some reason, I stood there, I was on the phone with him, video, and he was eating food. Because he went out on the road and he picked up the money, he bought some food and he went in and he started eating. And when he was just about to finish the food, I said to him, so did you pick up that thing? And he said, yeah. So I said to him, oh, but you didn't tell me that you pick it up. Oh my God. And you know what was his response? I should stop exalting myself on him.
Oh boy. Mr. Say you try with this guy, because I can't tell by your action if you try, man.
But let me tell you something.
It is what it is, man.
For me taking up another, for me to even attempt to take up another, it is an impossible task. I'm telling the honest truth. I don't care how good they are. I don't care how good they are. I'm quite happy, contented being on my own. I'm not one of these desperate ones looking. All I was doing was trying to help him. And would I help anybody else? Yes, I will. I think so. Yes, I think I will still help someone.
You know, a young girl where her mother not going so good with she and her brother. Them go school and so. Come like them people, you have to go try venture and help some people with them like a scholarship or some little thing. You can't see benefit in the long run. You know?
Oh yes, no, I prefer to do that. That is something that I rather do.
Yeah, man,
I prefer to pay for someone.
Think about it, because sometimes my persons
yes.
call me and them say rate and you know, once it's legal and it's straight, you better help them people and you know say
right.
Yeah,
I
all
prefer
of
to
the money are
pay a
waste.
child's school fee.
Yeah.
Yes, I rather to pay a child's school fee or the university fee, college
Right.
fee, or whatever it is. I rather to do that. But for me to take up a man trying to help him or take up someone to help him under that circumstances, no, I'm not doing it. Because when I realized that the boy wouldn't even think of when I mentioned to him about, getting a car put on the road or anything like that, you feel by this any boy, young boy would say, what happened here, let me get it. He's a clown.
Would have, and saying, would end up owning a car, because you're telling him, just make him buy a car, make him do him a duck, you help him. Look for taxi car if you take away from nobody, you make him go and do thing. Damn fool.
That's not on my thing. I don't need it. I don't need it. I already drive my car here. I don't need it. I do not need it. I'm only stretching out my arms and I'm only helping. And when I help, I don't help with any form of attachment. That's me. Just no strings attached. Absolutely no strings attached.
When I post every day, enough lady I go come and say, oh ladies, oh please, you was buying love, you was this. I sudden chat, but now watch you comment.
No.
No, man,
yeah, I know.
Woman say, yeah. So I'm glad they clarify the whole thing. So yeah.
That would be silly. If anyone was thinking that I am buying love, for the period of time I was speaking to him, he would be in my bed where I am just now.
All right.
There is absolutely no question in my mind. Number one, I'm a British citizen also, right? So if I was to come and to say, okay, fine, I'm taking you, I'm going to marry and he would be here on the next flight with me. You understand what I mean? Right. I don't pay mortgage. I don't have mortgage to pay. I'm pretty comfortable. You understand what I mean? So I would be basically living the best time of my life with him if I was buying. I don't buy love and I don't buy friendship. That is two things I don't buy. I'm too independent and I'm too strong-headed and nothing slips me because I always, even my friends, when I was telling my friends what happened, but they keep on saying to me, Manika, we already know that you had already explained to us that all you're doing is trying to help him. If you could able to see him put his, that would be so happy. When I go down, if I could hear say to me, I do route here, this is what I'm doing. I'm saving up to buy another car from this one. This is what I'm doing. He wants to go and have his woman. That is his business because as I said, he won't be an asset to me. He's gonna be an asset to another because he have two kids. Focus on building generational wealth for your two kids. You understand what I mean? Don't focus on me because it won't happen to me. All I'm just trying to do, just trying to help. And this is what family let me down, man let me down, friends let me down. I just don't know what to do, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
But anyway, that's my little story.
Thank you very much and thanks for coming on my platform and share this, man. I really appreciate it because enough women have the guts like you for come and talk forward. And this is your truth and nothing wrong with that. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, yes, it's my truth. Yeah. I'm not putting on anything and I'm not taking off absolutely nothing. I like the guy, but where our relationship is concerned, absolutely not. Because the first thing I always stressed on is the age gap. I'm not going to be with a man who he could be my child. Because I could have a child at the age of 16. You understand what I mean? Okay. So it wouldn't happen. I want to have a man within my same age group, mature enough, think the way I'm thinking, and we are thinking in that direction. But not these like a beanie bob. I don't have time for them. Absolutely.
Boy, may I tell you, I don't know. I know when I found out I say the age. I know when I found out I say she buy love. I know when I found out I say she not a bash man. She just say in ways an opportunity. I understand that the woman here do. The woman I try help the man to reach somewhere. But in between time, then get close and share benefit some sexual pleasure. And I saw you go. This will happen, something will happen right now with enough big women and younger folks. So I could call a spade. But she fed up by it because I take advantage of her. And I'm going to tell her, people not give her them can't bear for lose. As we should say, she don't have a child. And she said she's sorry she didn't meet one real somebody where did want the opportunity. And right now, I mess up her brain because she not going to know who to trust. And these are some of the problems while people afraid to go in a relationship. Because when you cheat them good, then still want to be dishonest. The lady does it want honesty and loyalty. So I understand. Anyway, when you comment below and tell me what you think, I'm gone.